Today, many organisations use Office 365 as their productivity platform of choice, and rightly so. It's a great tool that aids organisational productivity. And with more and more critical data going into places like Office 365, it's never been more important to actually look at protecting that data. The first point I'd like to cover is that of a single point of failure. When it comes to Office 365, Microsoft are brilliant at making sure that the platform's fully redundant and fully available, lots of resiliency in place, but things still can go wrong. And that's why it's important to make sure that you don't have all of your eggs in one basket. It's a great idea to actually take your Office 365 data and protect it with a third-party data management solution. The second point I'd like to talk about is that of ransomware. With ransomware, again, Microsoft takes great steps to ensure security of their platforms, but still things can happen. Here we have our local files, and it's possible that those files could become corrupted by ransomware and then be synced back into Office 365. So let's just assume there we've had ransomware attack our files. They've then been synced into Office 365. It's then important that we actually have an off-site backup of those files so that we can recover them either directly back into Office 365 or alternatively recover them back to our on-premise storage. The third point I'd like to talk about is that of separation of roles or separation of duties. When it comes to separation of roles or separation of duties, it's important to ensure that the person managing the Office 365 environment isn't also the person responsible for managing the backup environment. And that's really where a third-party data management provider can help you. Because effectively what you're able to do is ensure that your Office 365 admin is responsible for that production data, but then actually separate out the role of backup administration to another user or another group of users to ensure that, say, a rogue employee can't take out your Office 365 data and then also have access to the backup of that data as well. And therefore, by separating out those roles, you've effectively mitigated against that potential risk. The fourth point I'd like to cover is that of compliance. You may find that you're actually required, either by internal policy or external legislation, to actually protect your Office 365 based data off-site with a third party. The fifth point I'd like to talk about is that of a single pane of glass or centralized management. When it comes to managing your backup environment, it's really great if you can have all of your estates actually visible through one single pane of glass view. So here, for example, we have our Office 365 environment all protected, our various sites around the world protected, and also our home users protected. And they're all visible through that one single control center there. And that's something that a third-party backup provider can actually assist you with there. So always look out for the ability to manage your environment securely and centrally through one single management interface.